Hello. Oh my goodness. Happy Friday. Hello, hello. We have been greeted by the light. Oh boy, am I such, I don't know about you guys, but I am so relieved to see this. I know I'm a few minutes late. I had a lot of action going on at the same time. But now we're good. All is settled. This is the emoji of the day. You can just see this love bug is being just filled with light. It is overflowing. This is exactly what is happening in our systems too. All of that purging, all of those dense energies, the blender feeling. This is, for me anyway, this is relief. Let me know in the comments if this is jacking you up, or like before it was almost like I felt like the Jack in the Box, like I was bent over in the box and like trying to come to life, and then all of a sudden here comes the light and I'm like bing. All my energy's back today, got clarity, I'm grounded, been getting download after download. So life is good when there is light for me. For some of you, this may give you the opposite, right? There's no wrong way to do this, right? It's just observe what's going on in your body. I could feel this yesterday afternoon, and then it started around, I think around 5 or 6 p.m. my time. And then you can see, I pulled this just a couple hours ago, and you can see it tried to be angel wings, but it's still going, and this is a lot of energy. And remember, this is new energy. These are new frequencies, which means, yes, you can feel that buzzing feeling. You can, it can be that anxiousness, right? This can be ringing in the ears, all that stuff. It's temporary, right? We've got this. We're pros at this now. So, first and foremost, though, let me welcome, wasn't first and foremost, but second and foremost, welcome to the newest members of the Love Train. I did see a few more new members, and if you found us, you followed your own energy here, because we do not market or promote. You have to find your way here organically, and that way we know that you were meant to find the Love Train. There are no accidents and coincidences if you followed your energy here, and we give you a warm welcome. Let's see. I'm going to spy on you guys now. It's my favorite part. Let me see who's available on Friday at noon. Stacy's here. Kenny is here. Ellen, hello, hello. Melissa, Manu. Hi, Jacqueline. I love it. Sleepy Happy. I love it. Paige is here. Hi, Paige. Helene is here. Deborah, Christina, Joanne. All right. Joanne said yesterday was a super washing machine. Yeah, these September purges they are not messing around. It's really, it's right. It's those all of what happens is with the eclipses, at a lunar eclipse, that creates a wider band, right? It's a wider band for more energy to move through. And so that means that we can get more light, but also it's going to dredge up. It can dredge it up. And some of the stuff was persistent. And it's like, this is a deep invitation for those of you who attended focus group yesterday. I mean, that was magic, pure magic, to get you into alignment. Check in with your breath. And for the breath is your power. It truly is. So don't underestimate the power of your breath to calm your nervous system and to get you into like instant alignment and bring you present. Let's see, somebody's Jacqueline Dorothy in a poppy field. Let's see. Yes, Deborah. Yeah, roller coaster for sure. Yeah, wild energy, and then you fall out. Definitely feeling waves of energy because the physical body is trying to adjust to it, and I think many times it prefers rest over doing stuff while receiving and integrating. Let's see. Hello from South Carolina. Welcome. So again, you can see this is easily, let me see. I hate counting these things. It's too tedious. This is like over 12 hours of persistent, really high frequency light. I'm gonna jump over and also show you guys the shakalaka chart. I do want to tell you, first of all, the couple of quick community announcements, and then I'll dive in and show you guys the shakalakas, and I'm feeling a grounding here. So the Mount Shasta in-person retreat is sold out. So if you were going to attend live, you have the option now of defaulting now to the virtual. There are still spaces left to register for the virtual, which is going to be Saturday, October 11th. We will be broadcasting via Zoom from Mount Shasta Park. And we've got a full day of activations and transmissions and also a sound healing. And so that's going to be packed with energy, and we get to form a container much like we do in focus group. So if you're interested in that, there is a post in here, or just email me and I can send you the link. Another thing upcoming for the Love Train community on Saturday, September 20th, is our monthly group Ascension class. We meet once a month and I let the guides tell me what the topic is. And today they told me more clearly what it is. So this one is going to be, again, packed with a lot, because what we're doing is dealing with the magnetic resets and timeline amplifications that are coming forward as a result of two things. We have a partial solar eclipse coming up, and we have the equinox. And so those are like old magnetic containers are going to dissolve in those, and that's updating our perception, our brainwave function, heart magnetics. Higher timelines are amplified, right? So alignment is critical, because listen, just because the field is amplifying a timeline, you still have to choose it consciously to align with it, right? So we can't slack off and just say, oh, the light's here and I have higher timelines are here. Yes, but we are the creator. We're the creator. So are we focused on it and we consciously creating? Are we in love or are we in fear? Right? Fear, third dimension, love here. And you can't just be in the teeny bit of fear, because that does not create alignment, because the fear is a dense energy that can't permeate the fifth dimension. So we are like two different dimensions existing right now, and you must consciously choose and align which one you want to, what experience you're choosing to have. Okay, so with the higher timelines being amplified, and that's from the eclipse, right? And it's the eclipse is also highlighting seeds that we've already planted, seeds of creation you've already planted. It's bringing light in for that to support those. The equinox is helping us harmonize and balance on it, because what's happening is we keep having a new set point. Our baseline goes up, right? So we're then stabilizing at a new baseline. And Gaia has been doing so many just jumps, conscious timeline jumps. And so when the collective timeline keeps moving up, we then establish a new baseline, because we still have a foundation every time we do these jumps. And so the equinox is a huge opportunity to harmonize and balance, if, again, the guides are very clear on this, if you choose it. So in the class, they brought forward 2 activations and 2 transmissions. These transmissions that my guides have been bringing through have been so powerful and moving, and they are highlighting the distortion from the third dimension. And for me personally, when I hear what the distortion is and can see it, that then helps me align so easily, because I stop choosing that. It's like if something comes up, I'm like, that's the distortion. I'm not interested in that. Been there, done that. Done, off you go. Go to the light with love. You're good. And so anyway, I did drop all this information is in the video description below. If you are interested, if you feel aligned with it, it is on Saturday, September 20th at 12 p.m. It's always on a Saturday. Let me see. What else can we talk about? The shakalakas, right? Let's look at that. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see what this looks like. Boom. Here we go. All right. So you can see here very clearly, right, where that, because it just was like, it didn't start as a drizzle. It was a downpour. Look at this. So you can see right here, this was, late yesterday afternoon. Some of you may have, for me, I could feel the heat. I could feel heat in my body coming in, and I definitely heard a little bit of ringing in the ears. And And this can even cause like blurry vision for some people sometimes, because it's a lot of high frequency. So you can see this went through all the chakras, and then see here how the when it's coming down, it doesn't come back down to the base. It's still staying up there. That's that persistent light at a higher frequency, and it's all brand new energy. So grounding, and I'll tell you, if you're not fully in your body, you're not truly fully grounding either. And so one of the habits we had, for lack of a better term, one of the habits we had in the third dimension was, oh, I don't like what's going on here, so I'm going to leave my body. I'm going to zone out. I'm going to go into my noodle soup factory, and I'm just going to brew up batch after batch after batch. I'm going to figure out. I'm going to strategize. I'm going to plan. I'm going to people please, because that's going to give me the results I want. I'm going to blame everything on the exterior, on my current situation, instead of being present, come fully in the body. And if you feel yourself resisting being in the body, that's how strong the habit is. And it's a simple practice. And I start the second I open my eyes. And the reason I do this when I open my eyes also is when we sleep at night, that's when I tell my guides, do the heavy lifting. And I know my soul is all ciao ciao besito at night, and it is doing whatever it wants to do, because sometimes I wake up and really truly do feel like I left my human just resting there. And so first thing, soon as I'm aware that I'm awake, I call myself only into my body, I ground, and then I connect with the angelic realm immediately. That's where my guides, right? That's the channel for my guides in the morning. Is there anything that I need to know? And then I give them my shopping list. Bring me new playmates, bring me joy. I always ask them, give me something to laugh at today, and they always do. And then from that space, in that quiet space, without looking at electronics or doing anything, just from that state of, right, that calm state as you're coming into, consciousness in the morning, that is a powerful, powerful time. And just notice what your routine is. Are you dinging yourself right when you get up? Right? Don't zap yourself unconscious right when you get up, right? Call yourself fully into the body. And it really is a way to power up and start your day. And then I'll usually go into either a sound healing or like I really use that time to get my body and my mind fully in alignment. And in a calm state. And it really makes a difference. Let's see. Jessica, I needed this today. Okay, can't win. All right, Jessica, stop trying to win, because the odds are you're trying to win against somebody that's still having a little sleepy time tea moment. So if someone's unconscious, right, and they're triggering you, then yeah, do not worry. So this is where you just can choose to be the light, right? And it's almost like we wouldn't argue with a sleeping baby, right? And there's not a judgment or criticism, because we were all unconscious, right, at one point. And so, my guides taught me, other people's opinion of you are none of your energetic business. And that took me a while to grasp. When you do, you are able to actually just be compassionate in that moment. But the main thing is maintain your own sanity, maintain your own energy, and just say, okay, right now, this person is coming at me. They're trying to twist my words, whatever. But I totally understand, because I am a pro now, and the love train chick told me that this beautiful soul is just having an unconscious moment. They're projecting onto you whatever's churning on them that's coming up to be healed. Okay, so all judgment and criticism really is self-generated. The stuff's coming at you is coming from that person. Okay, and so I truly that's where it's almost like you pull yourself back a little from it and become the observer of the whole situation and go, okay, sleepy time tea, I'm awake, I'm here to be the light, so I can just hold my energy and just say, right, whatever. I get that you're not perceiving this situation the same as me, and that's okay. Because don't win. Winning is tension, right? Forget trying to win an argument. And I'll tell you, I went through a period in my awakening where it felt like everybody I came into contact with wanted to debate. Someone actually said to me, "Oh, I love a good debate." And I was like, "You are absolutely talking to the wrong person." I hate conflict. I hate debates. I'll just tell you, you're right, just so you get away from me. You're right, you're right. Go, yay. Go get your trophy, put a medal around your neck, ring a bell. I don't care. You can call me wrong, stupid, blah, blah, blah. Don't care. I'm not absorbing it. But you're not going to engage me. No tug of war. I always look. And so when you start to look for the tug of war rope, you can go, oh, okay. I'm not even going to pick it up. You can just play with your rope over there by yourself. So, and I'll tell you, I'm glad you brought this up, because right now it is spicy energy, and there's a lot of like frustration and aggravation energies. And that's where it's like, ooh, let me just go to the breath, go to the breath. And, like I just say, okay, it's all right. I got it. That sleepy time tea, we're good. It's not a judgment or a criticism. It's an observation. And I'm here to be the light. So I'm just prioritize your energy at all costs. Right. And that'll really help you. But I get where it's, when it's spicy, it can be easy to go, wait, what? What are you talking about? I know what I do too, is I'll just go, okay, breathe, breathe, remember why you're here. And then I ask my guides, help me see this through the eyes of love, because they always will come. They'll come with a way for me to see it. Because once somebody gets you triggered, right, or you feel like I call it sideswiping, like emotional sideswiping. It's like, did you just take a shot at me or what? So I'll just go, okay, help me see this through the eyes of love, because right now Razor Tongue wants to come out, but Razor Tongue doesn't live in the 5D. And they always come with like the most beautiful perspective that makes it so easy. And then I truly am able to smile about it and even communicate through it with absolute truth and absolute love. And so there is always an opportunity. And then I'm thankful that they bring it forward. I truly am. You get to the point where you're like, thank you, because you can also go, oh, I wonder why did that trigger in me? And you hear, Jessica, all you do is say, whatever that was that came up that triggered me, I want this to go to the light. That's the practice. Because you don't need to go down the rabbit hole and figure out what it was. There's nothing to figure out. Just know, okay, that got me riled up. That's a dense energy. I want this to come to the light, and invite it like a scared part of you. Because anger, fear, frustration, it's all fear, right? All denser emotions are fear-based. You can just have your guides, hey, please help me take this to the light. So really good that you brought that up, because that is absolutely happening a lot. There are very heightened emotions right now. And when it's so like everything, it truly is divine timing. Just when it feels like the fear, because right, we had that purging, which it brings fear up. Then the collective starts to have a collective fear that kind of forms. And then we get our nice, then we get this gold plasma that just saturates everything. And this also puts everybody, awakened or not, on a new timeline. And so it's here to help douse the fear. All of these energy vortexes that we have coming, the lunar eclipse was a purge. The next one, the solar, is going to be like a seeding of new energy, of creation, quite literally. And so it's all purposeful and can help. It's all here to help us all move forward with more grace and ease, without letting those 3D fears start to gather again and get any momentum. So it really is, we really are moving the needle forward. This month is not for the faint of heart, but the cool thing is, though, focus on what you want to create. That is the key, because these new energies, it's like at some point we want to take our focus off of the purging, right? You still want to be aware of it, right? You observe it and send it to the light. But remember, we are creator of our own creation, within our own creation. And so and if you're not clear yet on what your soul mission is, do not despair. You don't need to be, because your soul knows, you're embodying your soul. It's in your heart. All the keys are in your heart. None of it is in here. This, again, Noodle Soup Factory, what can it do? It makes up horrible lies. It makes stale noodle soup. And when it gets on a loop, it likes to repeat the loop until you go, stop. Stop. That's not true. You feel like poo. I know you're not true. I'm going to go into my heart. I'm going to slow everything down and choose. You can just choose. I'm going to choose 5 minutes of inner peace. That's alignment. And in that 5 minutes of inner peace, you might go, oh, do you know what? I feel like if I want to go outside and feel the sun on my face and go to the park, that's alignment. That's taking guided action. And then you're at the park and you go, oh, you know what? Someone just walked by with a fruit bowl. That sounds really good. It's hot today. That looked really good. I'm going to go. When you keep going, following your heart energy, that's what delivers. That's what delivers for you, right? So don't go from need, go from, okay, when you stay with the heart, what does my heart want now? What does my heart want to do now? Sometimes the heart is saying, well, we'd like a nap. Can we rest? And go and do that. And we're not into efforting and struggling anymore. When you get into alignment, things come to you. And we're seeing this more and more with so many people in the community practicing it, and they're quite shocked at how quickly it does turn things around. Because remember, everything shifts in the quantum field. Time is not linear in creation; it's in the quantum field. So magic and miracles are the norm. Let's see, what are the guides giving me about three? The atlas, so here's the thing. There are cloaked, many cloaked, shall we call them vehicles, helping to support our ascension. That is one. That's all. There's not armed green men with 4 eyeballs. Anything that we can see or not see, some can perceive, some can perceive with the naked eye, some can't. Anything we can see or not see or perceive or sense is here. It's the cavalry. It's the cavalry. We must be in alignment to perceive them. In other words, if you're in disbelief or fear, you're not gonna, that's not where our connection is. Our connection there is in the spiritual realm, in the celestial realm. And so that's where, right, when we're in alignment. But yeah, there are, again, there are, especially near the energy vortexes, many. And that's where, finding out, if for those of you who are curious and want to find out about your starseed connection or your soul identity, I do soul mission readings, and quite a few in the community have done them, and they're quite blown away with how accurate they are, because it's really, I'm able to access your soul's field and bring forward soul aligned things for you. Because here's where it trips up the human the most. We worry about abundance and wellness. Your soul knows it's assured. So that abundance and wellness is not on anybody's soul mission. It's assumed, it's assured, because when you're in alignment, it's just done, right? And so then it's like, okay, what things do move the needle for you? What things are you passionate about? And it does help you, and at the same time too, what comes forward are any shadows that are pertinent with those particular star seeds. And because that's really what we're leaning towards, is more starseed support, right? They've been supporting us the whole time, but our ability to perceive what they're bringing forward increases. Like for me, the Andromedans are very active. And so, if you feel that you're at that point where you're ready to do that, reach out and I'll send you the information. But it does give you some clarity, because I know I remember for like 2 years hiring a bunch of people and going, what's my mission? What's my mission? And getting them blank. And then they'll tell me, just be present. Well, okay, and what am I being present about? And then, once I calm down and stop trying to figure it out in here, Then little messages were coming, and then I would just follow these one step at a time, one step at a time, and then that creates a momentum, and then you just start, it really does. The more you trust it, you have to trust it from your heart. The more you trust it from your heart, the more it just pours in, and then it becomes like it's a relationship. It truly is. It truly is. I, talk to my guides as if they're standing next to me, because energetically they truly are. So I hope that helps some of you. Let's see. Oh yeah, Pleiadians there are many, many Pleiadians present. Very, very many. And I'll tell you, for those of you who are Pleiadian, I've noticed there's a lot, these September energies have been triggering a lot of emotions for some of the Pleiadian star seeds. And so notice what that is and just allow it to come to the light, right? And don't worry about perfectionism. Let that go. Perfectionism and control. Those can be some of the shadows. And so, yeah, knowing your shadows really helps. And it can, it just gives you an awareness when something's coming up, right? The more aware we are, oh, this is ready to come to light, the faster you're able to help let it go. And it does smooth out the ride for all of us. It really does. Let's see. What else is going on here? Someone said, I dream about people with three eyeballs. Well, technically, we actually do have one. The third one we can't see on the outside. So, I mean, technically, that's us. I love it. Yes, deep breaths into the heart. Yeah, from the heart even. So cool. So the breath is very, very powerful. So I think we got a good little crowd here that we would make a beautiful container right now for a nice group grounding. So let's do this. I'm going to switch my background here. Let's see, what are we feeling today? Oh, I love this one. I love this one. And as I was looking at it, I could hear one of my guides saying, yes, stillness is the key. They're saying, can you find stillness in the noise? When you find stillness in the noise, you are in alignment. And so you can see in stillness, we see the perfect reflection, but you've got to create the stillness within. If we're frantic, we can't see. We don't have clarity. So I love it. So let's do this. If you are driving, you can come back and listen to this later. And for those of you who are here, thank you for bringing your light here today. And so let's start. Let's call ourselves into the body, because I know with the blender can send us all out of the body. So we'll start. Just take a couple of just normal breaths, like shake out your shoulders if you have to. And then we're going to do 3 times. It's simple. I call myself fully into my body, September 12th, 2025. Take a nice deep inhale. See how far your breath comes in. Say it again. I call myself fully into my body, September 12th, 2025. Take that breath. See if it's going any deeper. It usually does. And exhale, release. And one more time. I call myself fully into my body, September 12th, 2025, and take that nice deep inhale. And then see if you can feel your energy all the way in your feet. That's how you can tell. If it's stopping here, do it again, right? And now take a nice deep inhale. And we're going to exhale down to Gaia's heart. Staying here in Gaia's heart, we're going to take an inhale. Exhale, merge your light with hers. And take an inhale, come up to your heart space. And then from here, see, sense, or feel if the front door to your heart is open. And if you really want to power up on this, you can place a hand over your heart space. And then while you're here, notice if the back door to your sacred heart is open. And that's in the space located just behind your physical heart. And if you need to, just take an inhale, and then on the exhale, just guide it open. And then on the inhale, you can just see that light beaming. It is beaming right now in your heart space. And exhale, send that light to all the cells in your body. Take an inhale, expand the light in your heart space. Exhale, fill the room or space you're in with your light. Take an inhale, expand that light again in your heart. And exhale, release. And now we're being guided to release some energies because they're saying some of you are ready to let some stuff go. So let's take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, I release all energies that are not my own. Take an inhale. Exhale, I release all energies that are not my own. And one more time, take an inhale. Exhale, I release all energies that are not my own. Really good. And now let's anchor this into Gaia. Take an inhale. Exhale down to Gaia's heart. Really good. And then on the inhale, slowly come back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And slowly open your eyes. Really good. You guys let some stuff go there. See, it's so great energetically when we do this together, which I love. This is why I love this community so much, because you guys come in here with the intent of really feeling and aligning with your best and highest good. That brightens your light. When we all come together, we become this unified lighthouse, beaming just one powerful transmission of love. And not only does it help us, so anybody that's in the container here doing this, anybody that's listening on the replay gets the same. It's timeless. It meets everybody where they're at. And it surrounds all those scared parts and it helps them come to the light gently. And so the reason the verbiage too is, please release all energies that are not my own, because guess what? None of them are yours. I get it, they're hiding in your body, but they're not your truth. So our truth is that we're pure love and light. So that is the command, and your body knows that those are not your own. So very cool. It's a beautiful process here that we're in, and we're in it here. But enjoy this light today. Definitely hydrate, and for guidance again, you can close your eyes when after you ground and take some deep breaths. Ask your intuition if it's here. You can just go, intuition, are you here with me? You will hear, by the way, the yes you hear will come from the heart space, not the noodle soup factory. It's not where your intuition is. And you can ask if is there anything I need to know? And it's usually right now, you're just going to hear loving words. You're never reprimanded or shamed or taught a lesson by your intuition, by the way. If it's not a loving message, that is your noodle trying to impersonate your intuition. So I want to make that clear, okay? So if it's not a loving message, you can just say, okay, that can go to the light too. That can go from the noodle soup factory off to the light. So thank you guys so much for being here. Oh, Jessica, the tears are great. That's, it's funny, for a long time I would have friends that would say to me, why do you make people cry? Like, I help them get rid of the stuff that wanted to cry. That's a release. It's beautiful. That's the beauty again of being in this container. Anything that's not serving you comes up, and it's such a beautiful release. Those are tears of joy for your body, because it's like, whew, I can let this go. This backpack full of rocks is not serving us. Awesome. So have a beautiful weekend, everyone. I will continue to follow this light. If it stays charged up like it is, you will absolutely see me again in here. And again, thank you, you guys so much. I absolutely love coming in here, and these groundings they help me too. I'm going through it right with you guys. So you are not alone. You're never alone. And we have this beautiful community, and I love you guys so much.